Welcome to the Roots to Wellness podcast. It's great to have you here. This is Raya Karen. I want to share just a little tad bit about myself and the work that I do before we dive into the next episode. So I'm an entrepreneur and I have my own private wellness practice here in Northern British Columbia, Canada. And I am an intuitive, holistic, alternative life coach, counselor, guide, mentor, and I also run retreats for wellness and rejuvenation across the province for mostly women. I work with youth and mostly teens and adults across the globe. So I get to tune in virtually or from my own beautiful office or spaces in nature and help people to heal, grow, and become their best, most authentic selves in their lives. We work through many things from grief and loss to neurodiversities to becoming your own best self, dealing with bullying, self-harming, suicidal stuff, ADHD, dyslexia, anxieties, PTSD, depression, all of those things that are hard topics. I bring a place that is safe and nurturing and allows you to share your journey with me. I've got a lot of things that interest me. I did go to university and achieve a bachelor's degree in arts and child and youth care, which is similar to social work. I'm also a certified professional life coach, which is something I've always wanted to do. I'm also certified in Shinrin Yoku, which is basically nature therapy. I'm also just recently dove into sound healing, and I've got my sound healing level 1 and 2 as well. So I'll be incorporating that into the great work that I'm doing. I'm a published author and soon to be published again. I'm a podcaster. Obviously, you're here on my platform. I'm on all different social medias from Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, all the good stuff. I've got my own website. And I just am so passionate about helping people. I'm a mother to 2 amazing teenage daughters. I'm a daughter, an auntie, a sister, a wife, and I am just me showing up in the world in my most authentic way. So thank you for stopping by and sharing time with us today in this beautiful space. I look forward to seeing how you are showing up in life for yourself. Take care. What is life really like being an entrepreneur, having your own business, your private practice? It's definitely super interesting to take a back seat and take a look at it. Being an entrepreneur is not easy. But it's, maybe you want to be somebody famous, like a famous YouTuber. You want to be a jewelry maker, an influencer, a writer, podcaster, blogger, anybody wanting to step out into the world and share your own message in your own unique way. There's so many platforms to be able to do that on. And I would have never guessed that I'd be here today sharing on all different types of platforms and learning along the way. And it's really important to be open-minded to that learning because there's lots of big learning curves that come along with being in the field of entrepreneurship and being an influencer, writer, all those things. But you get to show up as your own unique individual in your own authentic way. And sometimes that means being afraid or scared shitless and just showing up anyway. So there is a lot of work that goes into all of this behind the scenes, your inspiration, your countless hours of planning and writing, maybe photography, some filming, talking to others, seeking help, editing, re-editing, all of that stuff, whether, it's a lot of work, but it is a work of passion and purpose, and that makes a big difference in that. So most often people are just kind of starting, like that solo entrepreneur. You have a big dream and a vision and you just start stepping out and you start working on it during the research and figuring out how you even go about these things. And the biggest thing is having that drive to do it, that inspiration to do it, having that vision. And you get to grow your own business, just kind of like growing your own garden. And when you show up as yourself and you show up to do the work, all of the rest kind of comes into place. So knowing that it doesn't necessarily happen right away. A lot of people will end up having that regular 9-to-5, that job that brings in the income while they do something called a side hustle that also then maybe will become their full-time thing. And as it becomes your full-time work and you're able to start to kind of grow it and even grow a team behind the scenes, then a lot of people will end up slipping away from the regular job that they've kept so that they could grow this, and they step into their own thing full time, which can be super scary, but super freaking amazing, rewarding. Love it. And you start adding to your team. So maybe you're going to be so busy, you're going to need like a virtual assistant or a videographer or a photographer, or maybe somebody to help you with your writing and editing, all those great things. So it just depends on the niche that you have and the type of work that you're doing. So it can be super challenging, but it's also so fun, and it's an avenue that allows you to be super expressive. Whether you're on TikTok, you're on Instagram, you're on YouTube, Snapchat, all of the platforms. If you're on a podcasting platform, there's many of those as well. Having your own website, your own vlog or blog, maybe you're writing and publishing, maybe you're an artist. There's so many things. It allows you to share your different abilities and your qualities with the world and making a difference in it. I think often we see these big successful people and we're like, we want to be like them, but you don't realize the tireless hours it has taken them to get to that place. And when you realize that and understand it, it's actually super humbling, and it brings about a more curiosity and wonder and excitement for your own journey, realizing that, it's going to take a little bit of time to get there, but it's so worth it. I had a business with my husband for about 13 years. We had a kind of brick and mortar business, and we did use social media to share a lot of what we were doing and to advertise and do all those things, but nothing like what I'm doing now. And then I have 25 years in the background of counseling and social work, working for many different kinds of agencies. And I decided that it was time that I followed my own passion and purpose and my dreams. Even with the education, I could take that as my building blocks, and I could step out into my own private practice working with teens and adults. So I just wanted to offer my work in a very different way than it has been in the past. And I don't do very well sitting in an office space and being bound by the restrictions that come with that for myself. So I wanted to offer therapy practices, counseling, life coaching, mentoring, all of that in a very more mobile way. And I wanted also to offer it around the globe. So that meant I had to really step into things in my own way. And I'm able to work with clients in person, virtually, and I also do retreats, which is super fun as well. And I wanted to just be uniquely me and trust my intuition and my heart. And even though it was really scary, it's been worth it. I'm still learning and growing, which is the fun part. And you get to meet so many amazing people along the way, and in people who influence you. So that's really important too. I really always say to people too, if you really have something that lights you up and something that is your way and your own unique way to share your message with the world, then do that. It could be anything from writing lyrics to painting. It could be woodwork, metalwork, photography, all kinds of artwork. Maybe you're a blogger, a writer. Maybe you're just amazing at your sport, whether it be hockey or dirt biking, snowmobiling, stunt riding, dancing, singing, parkour, all of those things. And I've watched a few of our local people in our community here in Burns Lake really step out into and master their craft and get out there and do these things, and they're becoming really well known, and they have people helping them do some of the work behind the scenes too. So anything is possible in life, and if you're willing to put the time and the effort in and trust the process and not be afraid to ask for help along the way, then you got this. You totally do. and I'm here cheering you on as well. So the other fun thing is you get to work with people from all around the world. So I've got to work with people from as far as, South Africa, England, Sweden, the United States, so Pennsylvania, San Francisco, New York City, all over the province of British Columbia and Canada, our whole country. And it's a journey like no other. And you just get to meet people from your own space, and you get to interact, and you get to, I get to interview different people on my platforms as well. And you really get to expand what you do. I've definitely been someone, in life who has struggled with, dyslexia and ADHD, anxiety, PTSD, depression, fear, panic attacks, bullying and shaming of all sorts. But I was able to take all of those things and turn those into my strengths and have them work for me. It took me a long time and a lot of healing and some different things to get there. But now it is my passion and purpose in my work with helping others and sharing resources and tools all across the globe on all the platforms, and talking about all of those topics, making it normal to talk about grief and loss and all these hard things that we face in life. If I can help to make it a safe place for everyone to speak and to heal and grow, then I've done what I love. And I was always encouraged in life too to be my most authentic self, even if others didn't really understand who I was. And because really what matters at the end of the day is the ones who do understand you and who are your cheerleaders are there cheering you on in the sidelines. So you'll really see that in your life when you choose the path that everyone can, see, that lights you up and makes you feel freaking amazing. The right people are there supporting you. I guess in my wildest dreams, I never would have guessed that I would be here speaking, podcasting, being a published author, a life coach and influencer, a sound healer, which I just ended up taking a course a couple weekends ago on that. Just a phenomenal experience just because it interested me. So I went and did it. A counselor, a mentor, a guide, public speaking, which has been really crazy. I would have never thought that I would be up there doing that. But, I have a goal and a dream one day of being on the TEDx stage. I'd love to do a TED Talk. That would be freaking amazing. And it's a windy path, lots of bumps, lots of twists and turns and daily growth. But I have learned to completely embrace the discomfort, embrace the stuff that scares me to death and gives me anxiety, and just show up, keep showing up and over and over and over for myself. Because at the end of the day, I'm the one who needs to show up and do the work. So something that my dad always shared with me before he passed on was, Raya, your life is your message. Always remember that. And I will take that with me always. And he always also said, there's no such thing as I can't. You can, and you will find a way that is right for you. So for all of you out there who are thinking about your dreams and you're thinking about what interests you, where you want to head in life, whether it be a combination of traveling and experience, and you want to think outside the box and do something different that people don't expect, and that's deep within your heart and it lights you up, I say just go for it. And you have nothing to lose and everything to gain from really taking that risk on yourself. So anyway, I just wanted to stop by here today and just share with you some of that stuff that's going on in the background, and just give you an inspiration and hold space for you to be able to step into your own path. Have an amazing, amazing day. Thank you for sharing space with me. And if you've got any questions, take a look in the show notes and just reach out to me. I would love to connect. So great to share space again today. I will share all of the ways that you can get in touch with me on all of the platforms I'm on and all of the current happenings and upcoming events that are going on. And next one, we will be having some guests on board in the next months to come. And so stay tuned for that. That will be exciting. Have a great, amazing day. And I look forward to sharing space again soon on my next podcast.